This is pharmaphorum web editor Nicole Raleigh, and I'm on site in Madrid for Veeva Commercial Summit 2025. And with me today is Alexander Ulrich, who is Global Head of Platforms and Data Med Affairs at Boehringer Ingelheim.
Exactly.
So Boehringer is a pharmaceutical company with a long-standing relationship with Veeva. And earlier this year, it partnered with Veeva to launch the One Medicine platform, which is a groundbreaking initiative designed to accelerate development of treatments for currently incurable diseases. Now, as was announced in July this year, Boehringer became the latest top 20 biopharmaceutical company to standardize customer data across more than 100 countries with Veeva OpenData and Veeva Network. Indeed, accurate and comprehensive customer reference data from OpenData will equip Boehringer Ingelheim's teams with the insights needed to engage healthcare professionals, or HCPs, with relevant information while laying the data foundation to scale AI. And Alex is responsible for the platforms and data enablement that helps Boehringer's medical affairs functions to accelerate clinical adoption and market development towards successful launches. So, I was therefore wondering, Alex, if you could describe how harmonizing data supports Boehringer's Vault CRM migration.
Yeah, it's a foundational thing, and usually it's not the most prominent or visible thing you have to do because it's a foundational basis. But if you are not getting your data into your ecosystem in a harmonized way, all of the other business priorities which will follow up will just not be possible. And this is something which you have to address with your leadership and also with your other functions to come to a common plan where everyone agrees we have to do this.
Thank you. So if we think about scaling now, how does this scale Boehringer's AI use cases?
AI is turning or is evolving so quickly at the moment. When we talk about AI, every 3 months we can do things differently. There are new ways of doing it, new opportunities coming up. And a very limiting factor is usually your data quality and how your data is harmonized and available for these AI, for the AI technology to access it and to leverage it. So if you don't get this right, AI will also not help you. And that's an interesting finding, which some people don't have yet. They just say, oh, AI will solve all my issues. Probably not.
Probably not. Now, I mentioned HCPs earlier when I was introducing our conversation today. So I was wondering if you could tell me how this partnership, this new move within that partnership, is helping with HCP access, you sort of 360-degree style.
Yeah. We usually have the challenge as a customer-facing function that you don't have access to all the customer information. So imagine you are entering a conversation with an HCP or with a KOL, and you don't know that this exact person has done a publication on a linked on a linked topic just some weeks ago, or has been speaking on a conference on similar topics. You need to have all of this information at your fingertips, and this is where the customer 360 view is really needed to have better engagements with our customers.
Absolutely. And speaking about engagement, obviously we're at Summit. So Veeva Commercial Summit 2025, what have been the key insights for you, for Boehringer, in terms of the next step forward in this engagement process and potential?
Yeah. I think that there was, let's say from a platform perspective, because Veeva is obviously providing software and platforms, we learned that we can do much more with the platform, moving to the new Vault platform, moving away from the Salesforce basis. It was one key learning that we need to educate our people more what we can really do with the platform to fully leverage it. And when you say how does it affect engagements with customers, we had a really good discussion yesterday in the medical keynote with also some folks from Bayer, where it was getting evident that customers are not fully relying anymore on the FSL presenting the latest clinical studies, but the HCPs go to open evidence and gets the information from an agentic AI framework. So probably the way of how do we engage with customers will change, and probably we have to engage with AI frameworks to educate the AI framework, that the AI framework can then further educate the final customer or the HCP.
Yes, absolutely. I think they were saying there's no point in the MSL going to the SL because the SL already knows what they're about to share. It's a very good discussion. So it brings me to my final question, which is the future. We've been talking about engagement. We've been talking about bringing everything into sort of harmonization. So if everything goes to plan, where could this leave industry in the next few years from now?
I would probably go back to what I just said about this agentic AI solutions, which will maybe replace some of the functions we are having in a pharma company. And it's like if you think back to the 80s and you go to a petrol station, there was a guy filling your car. This guy is not needed anymore. And maybe various customer-facing functions will also not be doing the same job as they do today, because the new way of interacting with agentic AI frameworks will change this a lot, I think. And we really need to find out how do we work with this new technology that we best leverage what the technology can do for us, and also, of course, for customers and ultimately for patients.
Absolutely, and thank you for that analogy. I thought that was quite apt. Pleasure speaking with you, Alex.
Same, yeah.